Hey, it's Kevin DeWitt here. Welcome to the next video in the Setting Up a Home Music Studio course. In this video, we're going to talk about more microphones. So, more microphones. Why would you want more microphones? Well, as this is the next part beyond the bare essentials, the assumption is that potentially you've got at least one microphone. If you decided to go with virtual instruments, virtual amps, and you're plugging directly in or using MIDI keyboards, you may have no microphones, but I'm going to assume at this stage that you've probably got one microphone to record your instrument. So obviously that's perfect for that instrument. And if you want to take your studio to the next level, or your career, or whatever you want to get out of this audio music journey, you may want to look at additional microphones as you go. Okay. Now, what's some potential advantages to having more microphones? One reason is that each microphone or each brand of microphone has a different sound, different quality. You may decide to get something a bit better, or you just may want to add to what you already have. So if you bought, for instance, a Shure SM57 dynamic microphone to put on front of your guitar amplifier, maybe now's the time to look at another microphone to add to it, to dual mic that cabinet to get even greater sounding guitar sounds. Or you've got acoustic guitar, and again, maybe you went with a condenser mic with that one, and now you want to add a dynamic microphone to your range so that you can dual mic your acoustic guitar to get stereo sound, or even just to get a different sound by blending the two microphones together. You may be somebody that is hiring your studio out to record vocalists or voiceover or anything like that, and maybe what you need is to have a few selections of condenser microphones, because not everyone suits everybody's voice. You know, everybody has different frequencies in their voice, and certain microphones suit certain people better than others. So you may want to have a few different varieties of microphones so that you can try them out on each of the vocalists to make sure that you get the right mic for that vocalist. So having more microphones is probably going to come into a greater impact if you are deciding to run this as a business and you want to start running it as a recording studio in your local area to get people in, because as I said, having more microphones is going to cater for more things. You're not really going to know what people are going to want to come in and record. You know, one day somebody may come in with an acoustic guitar and vocals, another day may be electric, another day you might bring in a banjo, another day it could be a mandolin, could be a violin, could be a cello, could be anything, right? You just don't know, and you don't necessarily want to limit yourself. So if you're going down that direction, it's definitely advisable to work towards getting a few various microphones to suit certain things. Now, if I was going to go down that realm, the first thing I would do is obviously do some research and reviews of different microphones to get a nice list of your top microphones in your price bracket. Obviously, make sure it's in your price bracket. We're not talking about $20,000 mics here, or if you are, that's fine, but I'm not talking about that. But what I would recommend is cover the bases first, all right? So don't go and get 5 different condenser mics that are all different brands if you don't have a dynamic mic, or you don't have a ribbon mic or something like that. Okay, so cover the bases first. Get a dynamic mic, condenser mic, maybe a ribbon mic. That's up to you, that one. That's a bit of an optional one, but you may have then look at different styles. Okay, because different types of dynamic microphones do different things. Okay, you can get ones that are more designed for vocals as opposed to electric guitars or drums. You could get condenser mics that again have a narrow field or a large head, small head, things like that. So you're covering different styles to record different types of instruments. Then after that, maybe you look at getting different brands of the same ones to get different flavors, different qualities in them, and things like that. So if we assume that you are not going to run a business and this is purely your home music studio, if you are evolving and wanting to improve your quality and things like that, then you are going to be mainly looking at having 2 microphones to enhance the sound of your instrument. So as I said, if you're going to record your electric guitar and you just want to add some extra weight to it or different texture, you can put 2 microphones on the same speaker or even on different speakers if you've got a cabinet with multiple speakers, and then blend those signals or audio sources together in your recording software to create the best sound you can get. So you can get that nice mid grit attack from the SM57 dynamic mic, plus some nice thick low end from a ribbon mic, or some room sound from a condenser mic, or some top end from a condenser mic, because it captures a lot more sort of brightness out of something. And you blend them together to get the best of everything to create that ultimate sound. Now, obviously we don't need to go crazy with this. This is about what you want to get out of your home music studio and where you want to go. You may decide more microphones is not something you even need or want. But if you do, then these are the sort of guides that I go through. So this video is a nice short and sweet one. So hopefully there's enough in here to give you some guidance going forward with that. If you do have any questions or comments, please put them in the comments. Happy to talk more in depth about it, but it is sort of a brief brush over of it because it's not something you can really go into great detail about it, but we need to talk about certain things about that. Check out the recording course as well, where we go into greater detail about actually how we're going to do that sort of recording with dual mics and that sort of stuff. But for now, this is just a brief discussion of what to do if you want to enhance to get more microphones. So again, please ask questions in the comments. Happy to help, or in the Facebook group. And hopefully it's been helpful. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.